Brad Williams, XL Prime. XLOOKUP using basic approximate match. Why is it a basic approximate match? Well, we're looking up a range. What we're trying to find is just an approximation based on an input. So for example, we have quantity and we have a discount. We can't use an exact match because our range, our quantity, there's a spread of 25. Let's say we have a random number in between those numbers. We have to use an approximate match. Here, I'm going to give you two examples, XLOOKUP and VLOOKUP. XLOOKUP, as I mentioned, has more detail, a little more specific in terms of its match feature. The XLOOKUP, we have the lookup value, similar to VLOOKUP. We have a lookup array. Well, we have a table array, just semantically the same. We have the return array, which is different from the column index. The return array with XLOOKUP is broad. In other words, we can find something left, right. Here with XLOOKUP, we can note not found, and then the match. Here's what's critical. We have the range lookup for VLOOKUP, and it just says, well, we have true or we have false. Whereas opposed to the match, we have 0, which is exact match, -1, which is exact match next smallest, 1, which is an exact match or next larger, and 2 is wildcard match. Again, VLOOKUP, true or false, or 0 or 1. Let's just go through this real quick. We have XLOOKUP. What are we doing? Here's our lookup. What are we looking up? 5. Where? Well, again, it's a matter of spelling. Like we have a community. I guess there should be I guess that's a new word. I think it's supposed to be quantity, but quantity is 340. So we're looking here in the quantity, and if we find our range, we want some output. What is it? We have a return, and that would be the discount. If you note here, and you have to be a little careful because XL VLOOKUP, you can see this not found. You can't just put -1 in there. You have to enter a comma and then another comma. So basically we're saying we're going to leave return array blank. We want not found recognized. We want to put a match mode in there. In order to do that, we have to put a comma, and then -1. Remember, -1 is an exact match or next smallest. What does that mean? That means we're going to go 0. Then we go to 25. Our number is 5. And we get a 0. Why? Because -1 says exact match or next smallest. 0, what's the next smallest? Well, you go in 25. You can't go below 0. You have to go, what's the next smallest? Well, we have to go 0. And then if you see 26, this will give you a better example. It's going to give you 2. Why? Because we're going to the next smallest. If we put 1 here, it would be reversed. I'll show you. Just go 1. Get rid of that negative sign. See what it does? It's going to go up. Exact match or next larger. If we go to 26, if we hit 1, what's it going to do? It's going to go to the next larger. Now, it's up to you to decide what you want to do. If you get into tax returns and computing the tax due, are you going to go lower or higher? Well, I would think you'd always want to go lower. You're going to need to read IRS rules to see how they interpret. Just be careful when you're dealing with this XLOOKUP. The same thing, if you want to enter a match mode or search mode and ignore match mode, what do you have to do? You're going to have to put in a third comma. Then you're going to put your search mode in there. Experiment. Just play around with it. In terms of the outcome, I just showed you. We're just doing an XLOOKUP. VLOOKUP, As I said, it's simple. All we're doing is going E5, our range B5. The reason there are absolute references here is just for copying down. This stuff doesn't spill. You put your absolute values in here, you can copy down. We're looking for column 2. Notice that we put nothing there. The range lookup, we're going to get an approximate match, a true. Otherwise, we're going to get false. We can put true. You remember, it's approximate match. If we put false there, we're going to get an error. See, that's old school, and it just doesn't work. That's why XLOOKUP does have some sweet little features. But there's a quick look at XLOOKUP versus VLOOKUP. Brad Williams, XL Prime, thank you.